Okay, here is INTZ Intrusion Inc. So this finishes at $5.14. That is up 52.07%. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. Okay, here's XELA Exela Technologies. That finishes at $2.62 today. That is up 6.5%. So at one point today, this was up 20%. It went over $3 at one point. So significant pullback, but still really good day for XELA. There was actually news on this, so let's take a look at that first. XELA Technologies reported Tuesday record new user signups from its digital mailroom and dry sign offerings with 99% and 144% year-over-year growth in Q2, respectively. The global business process automation company rolled out its dry sign service in India and its digital mailroom in the UK in Q2. It plans to launch digital mailroom in France and Germany in Q3, the company said in a statement. So yeah, very positive news today. That's why the stock flew up so high. But we got some healthy pullback. Finishes the day up 6.5%. Still, very nice day for this stock. So let's analyze this. So right now, it's sitting on the support of 260, which it finished at today. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 270, 285, 320, 360, 410, 460, 550, 610, and then the all-time high of 782. Now, if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 245, 215, $2, 190, 170, 145, 125, and then the low of $1. So the RSI is currently at 51. So very, very average there. This price of 262 is pretty fair market value. And it did 128 million in volume today, which is pretty significant volume. That is double the average volume. So this pump today was confirmed by the volume. And right now, got some pretty decently sized channels. But if/when this breaks 285, the channels open up and get very wide. And then it can easily go back to the all-time high and higher. So expect a lot of price action if this breaks 285. And to the downside, there's still going to be a decent amount of price action, just not nearly as much as if this continues to go to the upside. So it looks like there's some pretty strong support here at around 225. So hopefully that's the bottom. Hopefully we'll see a reversal soon. Kind of see one right now, but it might not hold. So hopefully this support of 225 holds. 225 might be the bottom. And we have this gap up at 150, which is a bearish indicator. The gaps usually do fill, so that means that this is likely to come back down to 150 at some point. So right now, which way this is going, upside or downside, we're getting a lot of neutral indicators. Average RSI, volume is coming back down to normal, but going long would be a better play than going short, just because, as I said, if this breaks 285, the channels get really wide and there's going to be a lot of price action. So even if this does come down to the downside, it's not going to be too bad. So if you want to go long, I would support that. Seems like a really good play, especially if it breaks 285. If it continues to pull back, you can just continue to accumulate or sell covered calls. So going long seems like a pretty good play here. Not saying it will go to the upside, but if it does, it's going to pay off a lot. And if you want to go short, I don't really recommend that. Not saying that this won't go down and you won't make money. You definitely could. But as I said before, these channels aren't that wide. They're decently sized, but there won't be nearly as much price action to the downside as to the upside. And in addition to that, if it does go to the upside and you're short, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Probably won't get short squeezed, but you'll be in a lot of trouble. That's never fun. So yeah, I couldn't tell you which way this is going, but looking at the technicals, it appears that going long is a way better play than going short. I'm not making a prediction which way it's going to go. I'm just saying going long is much better than going short here in this situation. If you want to be safe and conservative, best thing to do is not to make a play at all. Just stay away from this at the moment and, wait a little bit to see how this goes. And then you can do more analysis and make a play later. Congratulations to everyone who made money on this one today. And good luck to everyone currently in this stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is XELA, Exela Technologies. So here's SOS Limited ADR. This finishes at $2.62. Same thing as XELA. Wow. That is down 13.82%. Alright, let's analyze this. So right now, this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 275 and 225. Let's do the downside first. So if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 225, 185, 160, 140, and then the low of 120. And if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 275, $3, 345, 380, 420, lol, 475, 515, 550, $6, 630, 670, 690, 710, 760, 820, 880, 980, 1060, 1110, 1190, 1245, 1280, 1370, $15, and then the all-time high of 1588. RSI is currently at 42, so that is a little bit undervalued, and it did 15 million in volume today, which I believe is pretty average. So the sell-off today was justified by the volume. Now I do see this gap down at 970, which never filled. So that means this is likely going to come back up to 970 at some point. That is a bullish indicator. Probably is going to be a while, but that's a bullish indicator there. Kind of looks like a cup is forming. Top of the cup being either the all-time high, 1588, could be 15, could be 1370, but it does look like a cup is forming. The bottom of the cup being 225. Looks like it's getting some pretty strong support there. So hopefully the bottom of the cup is 225, and we will start to see a reversal soon. And these channels are pretty narrow until this hits 710. Once this hits 710, the channels open up and get pretty wide. So once this goes past 710, expect a lot of price action. But for now, to the upside and the downside, the channels are pretty decently sized. Don't expect any crazy price action until this breaks 710. So if you want to go long, seems like a pretty decent play here. This might be near the bottom. This seems like a really good price, quite honestly. Not financial advice, but 262 seems like a pretty decent price. So if you want to go long, I would support that. And if this pulls back to 225, you can rebuy. Average down. I really don't think it's going too much lower than that. Yeah, so if you want to go long, I support that. I would not recommend that here. You know, this is already at a very low point, and while this may go a little bit lower, I really don't expect it to go too much lower. So you'd be shorting for crumbs right here. Doesn't really make any logical sense for you to short this. There's really not too much money to be made, so I would not recommend that. So sorry to everyone who lost money in this one today. Disgusting. And good luck to everyone currently in this stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is SOS Limited ADR. So here is NIO Inc. This finishes at $39.36 today. That is down 8.83%. Today was a really nasty day for Chinese EVs. Chinese stocks in general. They haven't been doing so good of late, but especially today, Chinese EVs were getting slammed. But actually out of, the major three, NIO, XPeng, and Li Auto, this held up pretty well. Could have been a lot worse. Anyway, let's analyze this. So right now this is sitting on the support of $39, which it finished at today. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 41, 43, 45, 40, 47, 60, 49, 20, 52, 54, 56, 60, 62, and then the all-time high of 67. And if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 37, 35, 32, 10, 29, 30, 27, 20, 26, 22, 30, 20, 30, 18, 16, 14, 30, 12, 70, and then the low of 1130. RSI is at 36 right now, so that's pretty low. Not in oversold, undervalued territory just yet, but quickly approaching that. And it did 102 million in volume today, which is above average. So this sell-off today was confirmed by the volume. So if we look at the channels, they're pretty decently sized. Not too wide, not too narrow. So either way to the upside or the downside, expect a decent amount of price action. You guys should already know this. This isn't really the most volatile, but pretty volatile stock here. So if you want to go long, this is tough. Because while this does seem like a good price, especially for the long term, right now there's a lot of China FUD. Nobody trusts China stocks right now, Chinese stocks. This very well could keep going down. If you're okay with entering here at this price and averaging down, I would say go for it. But it might be a better idea to just hold off a little bit and wait till all this China stuff blows over. And you could get this at a much better price. Overall, NIO is a very good long-term stock. Not financial advice, my personal opinion. Here at 40 bucks, you really can't go too wrong. If it goes down, then you can just average down. So I would support going long. You can either buy in here and average down, or wait till this China stuff blows over and then enter. And if you want to go short, that might work. I could support that too, only because the same reason we got a lot of China FUD right now. So you can take advantage of this Chinese FUD and make a play on the Chinese fear right now. I wouldn't hold that too long or anything. I would just make a quick buck and get out. But overall, this is a really good stock, and this is going to go up in the long term. So if you want to go short, I would support it only if you're trying to make a play on this Chinese fear right now. Other than that, I don't think it's that great of an idea to short this. RSI is already low. I don't expect it to go down too much more, but you could make some decent money just on the Chinese fear. So I support going both ways for different reasons. So sorry to everyone who lost money in this one today, and good luck to everyone currently in this stock, and to everyone looking to take a position. This is NIO Inc. Okay, here is INTZ Intrusion Inc. So this finishes at $5.14. That is up 52.07%. So this was a late day runner today. And I believe this halted like 6 times to the upside and the downside. So crazy price action on this one. At one point, this went past $7 and finishes back around $5. But still finishes up the day 52%, so fat tendies there. Big day for this stock. First of all, I see a gap down around 780. So that is a bullish indicator. That's telling us that this is likely going to come back up to 780 at some point, eventually. Might be pretty soon. It kind of looked like it was going to get there today, but momentum stopped, never hit 780. All right, so let's analyze this. So right now, this is sitting on the support of 510, which it finished at today. Let's do the downside first. So if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 425, 385, and then the low of 330. And if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 710, 790, 845, 910, $10, 1090, 1150, 1210, 1270, 1410, 1480, 1530, 16, 17, 1780, 1850, 1960, 2040, 2140, 2250, 2350, 2390, 25, 2550, 26, 2650, 27, 2770, 2840, and then the high of 2990, $30. So there's a pretty wide channel between this support of 510 and the next resistance of 720. So really nothing is holding this back from going back to 720. But once it hits 720, this does catch a good amount of resistance. So if this does go to the upside, expect a lot of price action until 720. So RSI is currently at 31. So this is pretty undervalued and oversold. Not officially in undervalued and oversold territory, but very close to that. And this did 78 million in volume today, which is a very, very big volume day. By far the biggest volume day ever for this stock. So this pump today was confirmed by the volume. So right now, if you want to go long, I would support that. Seems like a really good play. Very low RSI. Maybe you might want to wait a little bit. Maybe you can get this back at 425. But here at 514 seems like a really good price. And if this does come back down to 425, I would just rebuy. And it really can't go too much lower than that. So we're getting all the technicals here. This looks really bullish. Low RSI, gap down at 780, wide channel to the upside. So a lot of bullish indicators here. So if you want to go long, I would support that. Seems like a really good play at this current price. Now, if you want to go short, I don't recommend that. This is already near a relative low. The low is 330. So this really can't go down too much. You'd be shorting for crumbs at this point. I don't think it's really worth it. RSI is already really low. Got the gap down at 780. So this chart looks really bullish. And it's already really low, the price. So logically, it doesn't seem like going short would be a smart play, and I don't recommend that. And for those of you who are wondering, will this go up tomorrow? Right now, that doesn't seem very likely. Not saying that it won't, but usually the aftermarket action is a good indicator of what's going to happen tomorrow, and it is pulling back in the aftermarket. So that means this is likely going to come down tomorrow, which is kind of expected. It already went up 52%. You can't expect it to keep running. So congratulations to everyone who made money in this one today. And good luck to everyone currently in this stock. And good luck to everyone looking to take a position. This is INTZ Intrusion Inc. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. And catch me every weekday after market close on The Smarter Gambling Show. You apes already know. Diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.